All right, guys, we got one going up for sale here, roostercb.com, Boomer Deluxe 500. And this is one of those things that I have like a dozen people telling me, hey, when you get one of those in, let me know. And I just can't keep up with it. So, as usual, first come, first serve. If you've watched any of my videos from the past, you've probably seen one of these at some time or another. Why they work when you get ready to talk on them. You can run a radio off of it, though I don't recommend, because if you're running the radio and the amp, you're putting the unit in kind of a bind. So if you had to and you weren't running the amp side of this, which is over here, this is all the amplifier, you could just run the power supply, but I wouldn't recommend running the radio off of it and run the amp at the same time. Turn it on, you hit the reset button, and then you can power it on here. Now, let's say you want to put the amp on standby. All you do is power the amp off, and the fan, continues to run in the back. So, anyway, so if you guys can see the fan back there, soon on fan on there. But that's how you turn the unit on, and these were popular back in the day. They're getting some age on them now, but this one's in pretty good shape. I could feel something moving around in it a little bit. I don't know if it's these covers moving or if there's something actually in the amp, but it seemed like when I picked it up, I mean, it wasn't like jarring back and forth, but it seemed like something was like moving in it a little bit. So just be aware of that. But this is a pretty nice looking amp here. The fins aren't all beat up. One's got a piece of tape right there. But pretty nice Boomer Deluxe 500. We're going to test it with the unit in, which is kind of mildly driving it. 35, 40 watts PEP. 9-10 watts average, and probably about 2.5 watt dead key or so going in. So with that being said, let's test this guy out. Turn my volume up here. So preamp works. Sometimes you'll hit it and it won't work. So switch, you guys can tell it like halfway works sometimes. I think the switch probably just hasn't been used a lot. Preamp probably hasn't been used. It's pretty stiff. So anyway, just know that it does work, but it might kind of work when it wants to. You might have to flip it back and forth a couple of times. Let's test it on high first and see how it does. We've got a 500 watt slug in here. That's just a bird slug that I had. I don't know where my coaxial dynamics was at. We can test it versus the coaxial dynamics and see how it reads at the end of the video. Middle scale. Hello. Audio. Hello. About 150 average. And then PEP. Hello. Audio, 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 audio. Check audio, check audio, check audio, check audio. 450 PEP. Now that's on high. If we want to go to medium. Hello. Audio. Check 1, 2, 3. Audio. Check 1, 2, 3. Audio. About 400. And on low. Hello, audio, check 1, 2, 3. Audio, check 1, 2, 3. Audio, check 1, 2, 3. Audio. About 345 or so, give or take there. So let's put our other slug in here, our other element, and we'll just audit this bird slug and see how accurate it does read. It's a 25 to 60 megahertz, 500 watt, and we've got there you go, 25 to 60. 500 watt coaxial dynamic slug we'll test on it here. All right, so middle scale. Hello, audio. This thing's, we're on low. I was about to say this thing's reading tighter, but we're on low. All right, back to high. Hello, audio. Hello, audio. So about the same. Let's see if it reads PEP. Hello, audio, 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 audio. Check audio. All right. Do we need to test it with another one? Let's see. I don't think I have another 500 watt slug in here to test it with. Not handy anyway. I got some thousands in here. But there you go, guys. Tested on 2 different slugs, 2 different elements, so that should suffice for about anybody. I'll snag some pictures of this one, get it up on the website, roostercb.com. Nice Boomer Deluxe 500. Again, when I was moving it, I could just feel something. It wasn't like it was flopping around in there, but you could just barely feel like a little bit of movement in there. So I don't exactly know. I'm not going to take it apart. It's working the way it is, and we're just going to ship it out the way it is. Free shipping on this one. The price will include shipping. It will also be listed locally, so there's a chance that it'll sell locally before it sells off the website. If it does, I will mark it sold. Boomer Deluxe, 500. Thanks, everybody. Rooster in Tennessee, roostercb.com. See you, bye.